Good evening. Today let us discuss about 06th May 2015. Now, there are not much interesting and important articles in today's newspaper. And as usual, the discussions on National Judicial Appointments Commission are continuing. In this case, there was a revisit of second judge's case which has happened in 1993. So you all know in the classrooms that what is the second judge's case, how the collegium system has come up in the place of the executive appointment of the judges, or in the Article 124 and 217, how they are reinterpreted under the collegium system. And next is the principle of judicial independence has come into the picture. It means that with regard to the appointment of judges, either the executive or legislature shall not play any role. So it is purely the judicial prerogative to appoint the judges. Now in this context, what it has been said is, the government, it has agreed this judicial primacy in the appointment of judges in 1993. Now why the government is taking a U-turn now? And what are the reasons which made the government to change its stand? That is what has been asked by the Justice Kehar in this particular issue. And on the other hand, what the Justice Kehar said is, what is important to the people is impartiality of the judge. So it means that the judiciary or impartiality of the judiciary flows from judicial independence without interference of executive with regard to the appointments. And next is, the next article is how the image of India will be reflected in the world countries. Now if you can see that there are a series of reports which have been coming up after BJP has took up the power. And among this, the recent US Congress on international relationships, US Committee on International Religious Freedom, what it said is this. In India, it placed India among 30 other countries where there is a systematic ongoing standard for failing to protect the religious freedoms. So a systematic failure exists with regard to the protection of the religious freedoms. And it has asked for the US ambassador to involve actively with regard to the places or with regard to the incidents where the religious freedoms are violated. And after Prime Minister Modi became the after Modi took over the Prime Minister, the incidents of attack over the church, which has reflected India very badly. And next is, if you can recollect, thus when Manmohan Singh has visited France, then President Mr. Sarkozy, he also has brought in open the attacks on churches in then Orissa. And also, Obama in his recent visit, in spite of his engagement with Prime Minister Modi, so at the end speech, what he concluded is, in India, the space for the religious freedoms is decreasing. So it means irrespective of our economic engagement with the world power, what makes us respected in the global community, that is, we are a liberal society, and the nature of Indian society which operates on the secular fabric. So it means we are not supposed to dent this image. The economic might of a country, the prospects of economic growth of a particular country may help to an extent or may form the opinion to an extent. But ultimately an image which is formed about a country is mix of all these things. It's liberal, how the liberal society is, how tolerant it is, how pluralistic it is, what is its civilizational strength, and then what is economic or military might is. It's a mix of all these things. That's what is the article stresses on. And next is, Assam included in the bill for land swap with Bangladesh. It's a U-turn by the government. So let's recollect the event. In 1974, the land boundary agreement was signed between India and Bangladesh. In 2011, a protocol was framed, and then it needs a transfer of the land to Bangladesh needs a constitutional amendment. So 119th constitutional amendment bill is placed in the parliament. In this context, the Bangladesh has clearly said that exclusion of the Assam, which is mentioned in this bill, is not communicated through official means to it. Finally, due to opposition from the Bangladesh and also within the country, the BJP government NDA government took a U-turn on this particular issue. Understand that in yesterday's article there is a very good conclusion. So the neighborhood policy of Prime Minister Modi's government, it is sending a very wrong signal because of this particular Bangladesh issue. So the country on important issues, it has to be bipartisan and it shall grow above the politics. And also the government of India has to speak, it is speaking for the country as a whole, including all its people and the states together. So that is the opinion we have to convey to this. The next article is Akash missile. It is an air-to-air missile, surface-to-air missile. It can raise up to 20 kilometers and go or travel up to 25 kilometers to hit the target. It was given to the army now. So it neutralizes the aerial targets and increases the so-called as firing capacity in the skies of India. And it has got sophisticated radars. And added to that, recently India also planned to buy certain surface-to-air missiles from the France. These are the things. There are no much important articles. So tomorrow I'll try to post some more economic survey issues. The Thursday generally I start the new things. So tomorrow I'll post some economic survey issues. Thank you very much.